There we go. Well, welcome, welcome. It is the first Monday night after I have heard about this training called skin cycling. Okay, prior to my saying this, has anybody heard of skin cycling?
No.
No. Okay, fair game. So here's the deal. I found out that this is a TikTok thing. Okay, so let's first just, is anybody else concerned the second I said it was a TikTok thing? Is anybody else concerned why I'm training on something that was a TikTok thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, it was a TikTok thing, but then it rolled over that all the networks has also picked it up in their beauty, and dermatologists have picked this up because what I have studied and learned, hello, more people jumping on, love that. What I am learning about skin cycling, it is a phenomena because of the US's great tradition of more is just more, right? The more you do something, the more you should be able to get it. The more, the more, the more, the more. Am I getting an amen from anybody that is what we kind of totally believe in, is that more is just absolutely more. And so that is where skin cycling actually is getting its foundation, because more isn't necessarily more. Okay. How many of you, like me, have been using retinol? Well, I know a couple of us are because we're pregnant or had babies. You're not. But the rest of us, some of us are on retinol. Yes. And do you remember the whole retinalization process? We gave you the printout and you started once a week for 4 times. And if you remember, as a lot of us were coming on to the retinalization at 4 weeks, the fact that we used it 4 times over 4 weeks, we were watching you on a screen going, girl, you're using retinol, aren't you? And to a person, we were pegging you on the screen when you started using retinol. Can I get an amen that people are remembering this, right? Well, then, or is there anybody else like me that was like, oh, that's really cool, but my skin isn't flaking? And if I'm getting that kind of results using it once a week, then it had us up to twice a week, and that was cool. But then it says, use it as needed. Well, my skin wasn't doing anything funny, so I kept using it almost every single night because, well, nothing seemed to be like hurting. But after I didn't think about this until they brought this up. Nobody started saying, ooh, how much better my skin kept looking like they did after those 4 weeks. Like, girl, you're using retinol. Nobody kept saying, ooh la la, how much better. Can I get some thumbs up that people are acknowledging what I'm talking about? And how many of us, when we've trained people to be talking about using satin lips or any of our exfoliants, we warn them not to do it too often. That hey, if you have dead skin on your lips, you can use it until the flakes fall off, but then I don't need you using it every day, so you're not rubbing your lips raw. Everybody giving me an amen on that one as well? Well, if that's true for our actual physical exfoliants, can you imagine what's being true when it's coming to using like a radiant facial peel? Okay. Because it's so awesome. It's so awesome. Why wouldn't we want to keep using it? So this is the science behind where skin cycling is even coming in. Okay, what is skin cycling? Skin cycling is giving an order, especially to our evening routine. Giving an order to especially our evening routine. Why are we picking on our evening routine as opposed to our morning routine? Who can tell me when our skin is actually rejuvenating? When does our body temperature actually rise because our skin is actually working and trying to improve itself? During the day or at night? At night. So that is why during skin cycling, we are all over it, and that we're concerned about what we're doing for the evening, because overnight is when our skin is actually working. So the whole skin cycling is to give, and this kind of struck me as I was walking through the training. It's almost biblical. Okay, let me tell you why I went there. God created the earth in how many days? And then he did what? Rested. How many of us are guilty that we always keep doing everything to our skin, and we never give a night that our skin just goes, and there was Sabbath, and there was morning, and there was night. No, we're always doing a this and a that, and wait, I gotta grab this bottle and right? We just gotta keep stacking them on top of each other. And so that is part of this whole cycling, is that we're gonna give order to our process so that in the order, we also give our skin rest. Okay, but let's talk about what is rest. We are a skincare company that also sells makeup, right? So we are primarily a skin care company. When we are talking rest, we are not talking that you do nothing to your face, because wouldn't we all just die if people went to bed with makeup on their face? I think all of us would just fall out and die, right? So we're not saying don't use your 3D. We're not saying don't use your repair. We're talking about the and then some, the bonuses, the exfoliants, the everything else. So every night, every day, twice a day, just like we do in every single skincare class. This is one of those things that as you learned more about the cycling, it's like, and this is what we teach in Mary Kay, and this is what we teach in Mary Kay. So this is so like us on point. We just get to do it better. Okay. So we're going to teach people to wash their face every day, twice a day, same brand cleanser, moisturizer. Yes. Eye cream, face cream, eye creams are different. Okay. I came up with my new favorite way to teach why you need eye creams and face creams. Okay. So it's my recording, so you guys have to listen to me. Okay. So here it is. Eye creams and face creams, I teach this like a screwdriver. You know, you have flatheads and Phillips screwdrivers. Both are labeled screwdrivers, but you definitely can't mix them up, right? Right? Okay, but let's think about the purpose of our face creams and the purpose of our eye creams. Face creams, what are we trying to do with our face creams? We are trying to help build the collagen elastin in our face to help make that our skin cells go from its oval, push it back and plump up back into its complete sphere. Magic word, plump. Do we want plumpy eyes? No. So if you are using your face moisture on your eyes, you're wondering why you're getting a plumpy reaction. Well, the product is absolutely designed to plump. One of the reasons now. Think about that. Doesn't that help your brain go, oh, of course. So as skincare coaches, why they need both. So when we're talking basic, even on the day of rest, we're going to be using eye cream morning and night. We're going to be washing our face morning and night, regardless. Okay. Basic. This skin cycling, as I said, we're going to be talking about ordering the routine of the evening. I'll allude to stuff about the day, but we're actually focusing most about at the evening, because that's when the skin has to go to work. Am I getting a thumbs up, making sense of what I'm saying? Okay. So it's basically a 4-day cycle. Day one, we're recommending that for those of us that are able to use retinol type products, that is when we're going to use retinol. For our clients that cannot use retinol, remember, who can't use retinol? People that are on acne medicine, people who are pregnant, wanting to get pregnant, or nursing. Those are the 4 categories of people who cannot use our retinol 0.5. They can't use that product. But if you noticed what I said, or what they trained us to say, the retinol style type products, what other products are listed in our retinol solutions, in our clinical solutions? So for our people that are on acne medicine, pregnant, wanting to get pregnant, or nursing, they can still use our other 2 boosters, and they would be using their boosters on day one. Those of us using clinical solutions retinol 0.5, that's the day one, is the night that we use our clinical solutions. Does that make sense? Am I getting a thumbs up from everybody? They understand what's responsible night one. That milk product is, of course, can be used any and as often as possible. It is a great soother of the skin, on any type of burn, any type of irritation on any part of the anatomy that is irritated. So I have also had people use it on shave bumps, on sunburns. Anytime the skin is irritated, that is full of great natural oils that it is designed to help calm the skin. So it doesn't have to just be used with the retinol. It is actually just a great thing to have. I actually have added the mini one to my business roll-up bag. So if I have a reaction, heaven forbid, during a class, I have something to calm that person's face right there, that I'm not chasing the milk. Okay, remember, I don't know, everybody else been trained that if somebody has a reaction, find the milk in the refrigerator, get them calmed down. Now we actually get to have it in our own. Kathy, you had a question?
I do. Have you heard of, or do you know if it helps calm down rosacea?
I haven't heard the training, but I don't know why it wouldn't. As long as people aren't allergic to the oils. But there's a lot of natural ingredients in there. And, you know, some of us have some funky allergies that, you know, we just think it's awesome. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
But
Thank you.
with rosacea, that would be totally one I would actually have them try to calm that down.
I have rosacea, so I'll try it out.
Yeah, then report back. Awesome. Okay, night one, we're dealing with the retinol product. Night two, okay, retinol product, and of course, retinol then is followed by a moisturizer. Okay, we're still sealing it in with our moisturizer, right? Yes, ma'am.
And when you're using the clinical solutions, you can also use the Time Wise Repair moisturizer that night as well. It's not too much. Okay, got it.
But understand, we're going to also customize this for our person. So if our person's on 3D, she or he's going to use 3D there. Or if they're on any other moisturizer, minus, they won't be on Clearproof.
Right.
But they could be using the Naturally line. Some of them could be using botanicals. Granted, I love botanicals, but I don't understand botanicals personally. It's like, that's a lot of bottles. Get me to the point. Okay, night one.
For those of us who have to separate and find out what the culprit is.
That's true. I bless your heart.
Yeah.
Bless your heart on that one, but yes, I understand. Okay, so night one, we are doing our retinol. Yes.
I love learning from you, Mary.
I love it. I think the recording, as I told everybody else, the recording to me is better with you guys asking honest questions point on. I think it's gonna
so the boosters, can we use the boosters on day one at night?
Preferably, you're going to use them during the day, not at night.
Okay, got it.
We are going to try to we're going to minimize at night. Okay.
Got it.
So in our evening, now you just wait to have much fun. I'm going to talk about having during the day, but at night. Now the boosters, like I said, if people aren't using the other retinol products because they are in their categories that cannot, or they have a reaction to the retinol, then yes, the boosters would go there. That making sense? Okay.
Nighttime.
At nighttime. This is everything I'm talking about right now is nighttime routine. Night one, we are doing retinol and a moisturizer. Wash, retinol, moisturizer. Night one. Eye cream. Go to sleep. We'll come back to what we're doing in the morning. So now we're going to go, and there was morning, there was evening, night two. Okay, we'll come back to all our day routine. We're just going to jump all the way to night. Okay. Night two, we are going to do some form of exfoliant. We're not going to triple crazy exfoliant. We're going to do one of them. For me personally, I love our Radiant Facial Peel. I love it. I love how it works. I may not leave it on for no 15 to 20 minutes, but I love it. So that's the one I would use, but I'm not going to use the Microderma and the Radiant Facial Peel. I'm going to use an or. I'm going to do an extra exfoliant. So I'll wash my face, do an extra exfoliant, and follow up with
Moisturizer.
your moisturizer. If I do the microdermabrasion, I am going to do the pore minimizer. Okay, that pore minimizer is designed to be the teamed up with that microdermabrasion to calm down that skin and to help seal the pores because they have been actually physically exfoliated in a rough way. It's awesome, but it's rougher in my opinion. Yes. Questions?
And after this, can we use the boosters? Boosters are only in the daytime. Continue.
There was morning and there was night. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and we're going to talk about the science of the why, I promise, in a little bit. I promise. Okay. So night 1 is retinol. Night 2 is exfoliation. Night 3 is bonus moisturizer. Highly recommend, according to the training, and as I started looking at them, the BioCellulose mask for everybody. I know those blue ones are cute and adorable, but if we want to talk bang for our buck, the BioCellulose masks are designed to lighten, brighten, tighten, not just add bonus hydration. Okay, does that make sense? Those are, remember when they came out, they were talking about runway masks? Yeah, that's why they are that in a handbag. Okay, so night 3, we're going to do our bonus moisturizer. So we do I would recommend the BioCellulose mask. Let it calm, finish with your moisturizer to go to bed. And then there's evening 4. Cleanser, moisturizer. You can, if you're on the repair during all of these, you can, if you can use a lifting serum at night. Lifting serum can be used if you are on the repair. Now, I will tell you, I love the lifting serum. This is a Mary-ism. For those of you who have been exposed to Mary-isms, that means Mary's come up with something and she's explaining it in her words, not Mary Kay, Mary words. I think the lifting serum, my way of describing the lifting serum is the fountain of youth. It turns the clock back super fast. Okay, it's awesome. The issue is I have high oil acne skin. I don't need to go that far in the past. I need youthful looking skin. I don't need to be breaking out like I was as a teenager. So I only use the lifting serum once a day. So I'm turning the clock back, but not so far back that I'm going into breakouts. Does that make sense for anybody? So that's one of those customization things that we as beauty consultants can be working with our people, and you're working with yourself. Okay, does that thumbs up? I got a couple hearts that went with that one. So on night 4, it's the easy night. You're just washing, lifting, putting on your moisturizer, and whoop, eye cream, going to bed. Okay. Night 5, guess what we go back to? Night 1, retinol. Night 5 is we're back to night 1. So this is where as I'm working through it, I know I've got some customers that will do really well on a 4-day cycle, and they'll just keep doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's not going to freak them out that a week only has 7 days. Because they're just going to keep doing 4 days and 4 days and 4 days, and it's not going to bother them. But I also know I have my clients that I need to give them Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And if I don't do that, we're not going to be doing okay. So another Mary-ism, I would rather have them resting 1 day a week out of 7 than no days a week out of 7. I think I've advanced them by doing this, that, hey, they go 1, 2, 3, 4. So how I would set up the schedule is I would aim Wednesday to be their break. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no, wait, sorry. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday is retinol, Monday's exfoliant, Tuesday is mask, Wednesday is break. Thursday is Thursday is retinol,
Right.
Friday is exfoliant. So do you see, it end up a back-to-back there, Sunday, Monday? Hey, but we got them resting once. The best for their skin is a 4-day cycle. But we're gonna have to work with people where they are. Does that seem logical to anyone else besides moi?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's evening routine. Does everybody feel that they can get excited for themselves and their clients about what we're doing about evening? And then we'll talk about daytime.
Mhm.
Everybody good? Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go to the daytime. The daytime, understand, we're under makeup. We are going to do, we're gonna wash our face. I would be, yes to the boosters. I use both boosters. The biggest thing with the boosters that I've also found and learned is a breathing moment between applying them is a good thing. So what I have found in this less is more, if I'm trying to be speed demon through how fast I can get my products on, it is actually better to skip one and do them every other day to let that product truly seep into my system than to be sped by it. Kind of like a, zoom. Slow down and enjoy it. Does that am I making sense to anybody? I think I got some puzzle. So what they're helping us understand for the use, all these products are designed to be the and then some to what we're already doing. Kind of like vitamin C, you can drink so much vitamin C that it's not actually helping anything, you're just letting it go. That's what's happening, and that's where all this stuff has happened, is that they realize people are doing all of this stuff and they're not getting the benefit because basically all this extra product, these active ingredients are not being able to actually come to fruition. They're not actually allowed to be on the skin long enough to actually help it do what it needs to do to actually bloom and grow. So when using the boosters, wash, put the first one on, do something, put the second one on, do something, put the serum up. I mean, I love the C+E serum. I'm sorry, that stuff, in my opinion, is, especially under the lifting serum, to make that lifting serum go someplace, just saying. But if you're going to be using that, it's not how fast it can go on, people. Because yes, you're making it through and you're getting them all on, but you're not getting the true benefits of what they're all designed to do. And as walking billboards, I mean, we are all consultants. We are walking billboards for these products. I mean, don't you like having your before picture that people look at it and go, that's you? Uh-huh, that's me. This was me before I started the boosters. This is me after I did the boosters. We are the face models. Don't forget the back of your hands, people. Don't forget the back of your hands. Okay. These are also great places to do modeling. Okay. People see our hands tattle seriously on us. Use them as models. People want to see the results. Well, us using the products properly help us to even do better. Does that, getting an amen? Okay, so in the morning, so that may mean that you might come up with a routine if she or you don't have time to let these products breathe as they come on. It might mean that every other day you're doing your C+ resveratrol, and the other day that you're doing your great, I just forgot the other one. Ceramide, right?
Yeah.
Ceramide.
Right.
Yeah. So you might, if you don't have time for them both to dry, you might do one day, do one, and then one day do the other one. Now, granted, is it worth breathing to slow down to get them both? It might be worth that extra 5 minutes to get ready. That way you get to use them both. And you get the benefits of both. Making sense to everybody. So you can, with time, you could throw like a charcoal mask also into your day. Because a charcoal mask is actually an exfoliant. But if I was gonna, I mean, let's be honest. If I was gonna put I love the charcoal mask, but if I had a choice of using the charcoal mask or the radiant facial peel,
Oh, yeah,
come on,
choice.
that's not choice. But to help pull all that stuff out on occasions, is it worth slowing down on a morning routine? Okay, that might be a Saturday thing. Think of creative things like, you know, hey, could you put the mask on after the shower while you're trying to get all the knots out of your hair? I don't know about you, but for some of us, that takes some time. Okay, or the day that you go down to ground the coffee, you know what I'm saying? You can put these masks in time stealers. That making sense without scaring small children? Okay, everybody cool on what we're saying? Now we're going to talk about roll-up bags and actually implementing this into our life. But I want to make sure everybody has questions. Everybody has questions. Unmute, ask me questions. Like I said, I think it's better when you guys ask the real questions and not just the ones in my head. Nope.
I do.
Okay.
Is there a reason you would not use the radiant facial peel in the morning? Because it's only 10 minutes versus the charcoal mask, which is usually 20 or 30.
Yes. I want us to think through why we want the radiant facial peel at night. Because the radiant facial peel is setting you up for the evening. What that evening is when your skin is actually going to work. So we've given it the cleanest surface to go to bed, to go to work.
Okay. Got it.
Great question. Okay. So think about, now we're going to think about our clients. Who are people that can be totally excited about doing this? One, how many of you have clients that have some or a lot of these products already in their house? We now have given them a system to make sure they're using them. Because if it's in their house and they're confused, they're never going to reorder. Because a confused mind does nothing. We've now given them a pattern. Okay. Try it yourself. Give yourself 2 weeks to try this. Okay. I'm starting to book people and being excited about sharing this with people prior to my results. Okay, this is how stupid for me. Remember, I said, how often did you guys remember saying I confessed I was using retinol every night because, hey, it was working well. Why wouldn't I just use it more? Because I'm a more society, right? My skin wasn't breaking out. Why would I not want to use more, right? So I didn't use it last night. And then this morning I did the radiant facial peel and I got compliments already this morning. It's annoying. It's so annoying. So get yourself on this habit, you know, start working with it. Give yourself that calming, let your face breathe, not how much we're doing. Watch how that helps your timing for how long it takes to do things. Because isn't one of your clients like mine, how long is this going to take?
Right.
Well, as you're figuring out, oh, hey, I'm able to still do all this in X amount of time. I mean, for me, make it easier to go on when my face is clean and smooth, that I'm not trying to use wrinkle filler and blah, 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 right? Doesn't it all just go on faster anyway? Because it's looking better. So now when it comes to blessing, so one, who are our clients? One, let's talk about all of our clients who are already using some or most of these products. Definitely a reason to be rebooking them and inviting them. So I did post the flyers, both in my Star Catchers group, and I put this out on the director pages. So it says, gather your besties for this exclusive event to learn about all the rage in the beauty industry, skin cycling. Okay, so you're going to help teach something that they're seeing, especially, I'm going to say those that are on social media are anybody who deals with dermatology. We're helping them hear that we're relevant. I'll come back. If I don't make a comment about skin analysis, somebody remind me. I should, but just remind me if I don't. Receive your microderma or radiant facial peel when you host a party with 5 friends. When she has 5 people at her table, you're going to give her or him a microdermabrasion or a radiant facial peel. How many of us think that that is well worth 5 people sitting at a table? Okay. Earn your clinical solutions value when your party hits $500 in sales. I don't have problems spending $60 if she has a $500 party. Do you?
No.
Mathematically, that's not a problem. Okay. So that's one of the flyers to help see a visible lift in just 2 weeks. I think that's not a problem. Okay. How many of you could get excited that your roll-up bag closing price value increases by about a couple $100? Whenever you have a roll-up bag, instead of being excited that it's a $199, right? Isn't that our price point that everybody gets excited about? You know, that $249's out there, but what one are they buying? Come on, let's be honest. Which one are they buying? Right? Right? I'm getting amens. I know you are. You guys aren't telling me that, but I know that's what you're telling me. So let's think about what we just talked about in doing this cycling. Once again, those of us with inventory, how powerful, we're going to have this party of 5. How powerful will it be to have roll-up bags with all of these products in the roll-up bag and having them sit at her table with her? And then as we talk about, okay, I want you to find the microdermabrasion. I want you to pull it out so that you can see what the bottles look like. We still can have them put the product in the tray. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? But she gets to actually take it out of the bag and put it on the table in front of her. The power is in the feel,
Touch.
right? Touch. She's now possessing those bottles. Okay. She has her microdermabrasion. We're going to have her skincare, right? So let's just do some easy math. Let's just run the repair at 200. Okay. I said easy math. Did I not? I like easy math. Repair at 200. Then she's going to need, because we talked about that night 1 is our retinol, right? So she needs a retinol set, 120. So far, roll-up bag is at to 420, just for the record, right? Then we want our exfoliant. Most of us are going to brag that the Radiant Facial Peel of 1 is the hottest thing on the market, right? Add 65. Anybody having fun with the math yet? Then we are going to do our biocellulose mask plus 70. Anybody want to give me a total?
465.
465. Did I do any color? Did I do anything about the boosters? Okay, now I want us to put this whole big puzzle together with a cute little bow. How many think the skin analysis is an amazing app?
Oh, yeah.
How many see that there is a quadrillion products listed? Now I want you to look through in your mind, if you have your own in front of you, or you can look at it. Did it not just fit into the skin cycling system?
Mhm.
Mhm. Now we've given them a practical way to use everything that was recommended, and they can see noticeable difference and not be wasteful. I don't know about you, but I could get excited about, hey, how much less hard, especially those of you that are juggling 95 things, okay? Not that all of us aren't, but some of you, you really are trying to find 1 to 2 hours to work your Mary Kay businesses, okay? How excited could you be if you were finding 1 to 2 skin cycle bags during those times, that you were closing with $500 to $600 per bag? Could you get excited about having 10 super cycle customers between now and Christmas? Okay, because we know all of these people. Okay, now I'm going to hit you that. There's your sales side. If your heart isn't going, but why the heavens would they not come in? Well, hello, all of us are saying that, but don't all of us have customers that it's logical that they should be in, but there's no way they'll sign that beauty agreement and they just keep earning you a diamond ring? Kathy, I know you've been in long enough with me. We've got those customers that basically give us a diamond ring every year because they keep buying product,
Yep,
but they will not sign.
yep. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it. I go, really, do you want to wear the ring for a while? Because seriously, dude, she buys more than I do, and that says a lot. So yes, these super customers could be becoming teammates, but I will also say, I would rather have a super customer that I can spoil, that stays on product, than somebody that signs and then falls off the face of the earth and stops
Yep.
using product.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not gonna arm wrestle her to join the team and then fall off the face of the earth. I would rather have her get her chin off her chest, look at him, fine. You want us to pay full price? Good, let's go for it. I'm your girl. Chop, chop. I'll keep telling you about it. Does this make anybody else besides me now totally excited about what it is and why we can do it? Yes. So it is everything we normally do. Skin cycling is not replacing anything we do. Once again, Mary Kay is stepping up, and it's already what we do, but we're remembering what we do, why we do, and we're just putting that little tweak on it, that more is not necessarily more. We just need to know when to use more. The other way for me to think about this, another Maryism, those of us who have ever went to work out in the gym, do they allow us to do the exact same exercise every single day? Or do they make us do one exercise one day and a different exercise the next day? I'm seeing every single head nod. We are skincare coaches. Why would we let our people use the exact same thing every single day and think it's good for them? It makes no logical sense, people. Now that someone is like, okay, as you can tell, it's guilt. I'm guilty because of association, because I've done it. Now it's like, I am so excited to tell my people. Literally this afternoon, a not quite yet customer. Okay, she's not on skincare line yet. She's not a Mary Kay convert yet. But I did get to tell her, I go, because she was telling me literally, she uses like this many products. Okay. One, she's not even using the whole same brand. She's not even using all the same brand. I said, okay, first girl, girl, get on the same brand. Be nice to your skin. Okay. So we were talking about that. And then I go, so how often are you doing XYZ? She goes, oh yeah, I exfoliate with, basically she was talking like a radiant facial, but I do that every night. And I'm sitting here going, good thing I went through this training. And I said, okay, what about if we try this? And she was so dog excited because I'm coming at a point of just some helpful knowledge to her. And how empowering is it for us as consultants to come with this knowledge? And because what we're finding is that people are getting flaky, not brain flaky, but skin flaky. Their skin is getting red, and they're getting irritations and or breakouts. Why is all of this happening? Because we're overdoing what is possible for them to do. Basically, it's skin fatigue. If you want another Maryism. Nobody else called it skin fatigue. I called it skin fatigue. So there you go. You don't hear from anybody else. I just thought that made a lot of sense to me. Okay. Any questions before I turn off the recording? Anybody else questions that we want to make sure everybody hears? Your questions have been phenomenal. That's why I want to make sure we record them. Okay.
This has been phenomenal. This has been absolutely phenomenal training, Mary. Thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to turn it off. No, you guys are good.